Hello, in this tutorial, I'll show you how to create recurring tags in Notion. To create recurring tags in Notion, these are the steps that you need to take. First off, you need to sign into Notion. And how do you do that? Launch in the browser of your choice and locate the search bar. In the search bar of your browser, type notion.so and follow through the on-screen instructions to sign in. After signing in successfully, it's going to take you right into this fantastic homepage where you can now explore a couple of features to have an exciting time in Notion. Now that we're here, let's quickly hop into today's tags, and that is how to create recurring tags in Notion. The first thing you'd want to do is to navigate to the page or database you want to create recurring tags. Here is an empty page, so I want to create a database in this page. And how do I do that? Go ahead and click on the / and click on database inline or full page, depending on what you want to use it for. And in this database, I'm going to title it recurring. Then over here, first off, you need to ensure that it is set to table view. All right, so it could be set to table or it could be set to board, however you want that. But then I'm using the table view because heck, I love table views. If you want to set it to board view, you can go ahead and click on this plus icon and just change the view. But ensure it is table view or board view or just any other. Now, under this name, I'm going to set the tags that I want to set as recurring. So here could be prayers. And then the next, instead of tags, I'm going to edit this by clicking on the header where I have tags, and I'm going to click on edit property. And over here where I have this, I'm going to set it as due date. Now, because I'm setting it as due date, the type of this property will be date. So that's it, right? And I have my due date property. Now the next thing to do is to create a new property in your database by clicking on the plus icon that is next to the existing property, and then set the property type to select or multi-select. So I'm going to just set it to multi-select and name it something like recurrent or frequency. So I'm going to make this recurrent. Then the next thing you need to do is to add options. So add options for the recurrence pattern, such as daily, monthly, and weekly. So daily, and then click enter. Monthly, click enter. And weekly, click enter. That's it. So I'm going to go X on this. So we have this recurrence property or the recurrence column already created. Now, this is how you can set up the reminder. In the due date column, go ahead and click on it. Go ahead and add the reminder to get notification for the tags. So let's say I need a reminder for 21st of September, and head over to remind, and I'm saying on the day of the event. So you can include an end date and an end time if you want, but I'm just going to leave it at this. So now that you've set that in the recurrent tab, you can now, of course, set this to, let's make it weekly. So I need a reminder for this. So it means I need a reminder for this every week. But if I need a reminder for it every week, then it's going to be like a far date. Let's say 1st of October. In that, so I need a reminder for it every week, or I need a reminder for it every day. So I can set it to a daily reminder till that date. That's it. So you can now create a template for recurring tags. And how do you do that? Go ahead and click on the new button over here. And once you click on the new button, you can now save this template. So you can just name this to recurring, and then of course, once you set it to recurring, you can set up the default values for reminder, that's the due date, and the recurrence. So this is dates, set the value, which is 1st of October, and the recurrence, you can make it daily and make it, you can add the page or name the page as something else. And once you do that, let's say this is for duplicate, let's say edit a book, and that's it. Again, I'm going to close this or collapse this view. And then I'm back here. So you can just go ahead and keep adding the page by using the same template. And you can also edit the template if you want to edit the template. Now, why are we going through all of the steps? I'd like you to know that Notion does not support automatic recurrence natively. So you need to manually duplicate tags for each recurrence period. And to duplicate, go ahead and click on the tags, select the 3 dots menu and choose duplicate. So this is the tags. Now go ahead and select the 6 dots icon here and click on duplicate. 6 dots icon right next to the tags and click on duplicate, and the tags will be duplicated. That's how you can duplicate the tags. You can also use third-party tools by integrating automation tools. So consider using third-party automation tools like Zapier or automate.io to set up automated recurring tags with Notion. Now, these tools can help automate tags created based on recurrence rules and sync with your Notion database. Now, by following these steps, you can manage recurring tags in Notion, even though native support for automatic recurrence is limited. Now, you can go over this tutorial from top to bottom to get acquainted with the steps, and once you are done, you'll be good to go. I hope this tutorial marvelously helped you search.